Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video we are going to talk about something that is really great in terms of photography and filmmaking. We're going to talk about the wedding photography. Most of the photographers actually do wedding photography here in Kenya. That is something that I really consider as something I should talk about and something that I should share my experiences here and there. So make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel, and this is the home of learning photography. Okay, so the first thing you must consider is you meet the couple. What do I mean by that? When you meet the couple, that is when you recognize or realize the kind of person you're going to work with. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is to write a list. Write a list of the things that you really need. Like you need the speed light, you're going to write it down. You need a memory card at 32 GB, 64 or 128. Make sure that you write them down so that you cannot forget when you go to the set. Check out the locations. That is something that is very important. You should consider checking out the locations in terms of lighting if it's an indoors event. You might not be messed up with the lighting that you're going to be using, especially when you're a videographer. Okay, something else you'd like to consider, guys, is to practice before the event. Uh, what am I trying to say is that when these people are practicing, maybe the choir, the dance, you should be there also so that you can practice the kind of shots you're going to need. Do a photo checklist. What is that? The kind of camera you're going to need. This is something like previewing your gear. That is the photo checklist. You're going to need to check your gear, the type of lens that you're going to need, and all those stuff. Get a backup photographer. That is the last thing. Many things in this industry makes us get disappointed in some way. That is why, as a photographer, you still have to get a backup photography just in case you're going to fail to show up in the wedding just because of a problem that may be occurred. We can't predict anything. So, the last thing I'm going to talk about is the basic gear that you're going to need. This is something that is very lucrative in this sector, okay? You're going to need a good DSLR or a mirrorless camera. A good DSLR or a mirrorless camera. It doesn't really matter what type of camera you're going to need, but just get a good DSLR or a mirrorless camera, okay? And number two, a range of lenses. Most people talk about the prime lenses. I wouldn't actually tell you to get a prime lens of about 85 millimeters when you're going to shoot an indoors event. No, that is not going to make sense. Instead, just get something like a Sigma lens, a zoom lens of about 24 to 70 or 24 to 105. Okay? The next thing you're going to need is an easily accessible camera bag. When you might never want to miss a shot, especially on something important in the event like exchanging the vows. That is something that you're never supposed to miss in an event. And if you miss this, who's not going to be paid? You. Okay, get an easily accessible bag so that in case your card is full or something, you can easily switch. When you need another lens, you can easily switch. Okay, number three or number four, I don't know, is a flash or a diffuser. A flashlight for indoor shoot or maybe outdoors. Some people, though, they prefer using natural light. That is still okay. You might need a diffuser. That is upon you. Just get anything that is going to help you out, either flash or diffuser. Another thing also that you're going to need is a tripod. Maybe you're a photographer. I don't think you're going to need a tripod, but the person who's doing video, you're going to mostly need a tripod for the still shots. Another thing is, and the most important thing, is spare batteries and spare chargers, just in case your camera goes off. Okay, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in and having a little bit of this time with me. And I want to thank you for everything. You, the person who's viewing this. Thank you so much for subscribing. Make sure, and if you haven't done so, please do so. Okay? Make sure you like and share. Have a nice time. Bye bye. My name is Director Kir.